Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Jurassic World video. In today's video we'll be explaining why Jurassic Park 3 was incredibly important for the Jurassic World Trilogy and how exactly they link up. For me, and what we're about to discuss in this video, it seems like the Jurassic World events would have never happened if it wasn't for Jurassic Park 3. So if you're eager to learn more, please feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and like the video if you enjoy at any given moment. But for the time being, please sit back, relax, and enjoy learning about how Jurassic Park 3 set up the entirety of the Jurassic World Trilogy. The concept of hybrid dinosaurs plays a significant role in the Jurassic World movies, as well as the animated series Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. These genetically modified creatures, created by InGen, have important implications for the storylines within this media. Hybrid dinosaurs add a sense of novelty and excitement to the films and series. By combining the DNA of different dinosaur species, they can create unique creatures with new abilities, appearances, and behaviours. These hybrids, such as the Indominus Rex and the Indoraptor, serve as a central antagonistic role and pose a greater threat to the human characters of the movies. But not only that, they are also a threat to the dinosaurs, raising the stakes and tensions within these stories. The hybrid dinosaurs also explore ethical dilemmas and consequences of genetic manipulation. In the Jurassic World Trilogy and Camp Cretaceous, the creation of hybrid dinosaurs is portrayed as a reckless and unethical pursuit driven by corporate greed and ambition. This raises questions about the ethical boundaries of science, the responsibility of humans in creating new life forms, and the potential dangers of tampering with nature. 4 hybrids were introduced into canon and were shown alive on screen. The monstrous Indominus Rex, the crazy and deranged genetic mistake of the Scorpius Rex, the militarized Indoraptor, and the cute and cuddly Spinosaurus, all of which have their own unique stories within this franchise. Which leads into another purpose of hybrid dinosaurs. Hybrid dinosaurs also provide opportunities for imaginative storytelling and action-packed sequences. The unique abilities and traits of hybrid dinosaurs, such as heightened intelligence or camouflage abilities, offer creative possibilities for thrilling action sequences and dynamic conflicts between humans and dinosaurs. But what if I were to tell you that Jurassic Park 3 was the main cause for hybrid dinosaurs in this recent Jurassic trilogy? I know it doesn't really sound too true, but hear me out because it's actually quite interesting. Jurassic Park 3 follows the story of Dr. Alan Grant, who is convinced to go to Isla Sorna, the dinosaur-infested Site B island. He was convinced by what he was thought as a wealthy couple seeking to find their missing son. This later turned out to be Paul and Amanda Kirby. Despite Grant's initial reluctance, he agrees to help them, only to find himself stranded on the island with his group. After that, they have to escape various challenges and dangers on this Site B world, and one of which was the mighty Spinosaurus. However, the plot of Jurassic Park 3 doesn't exactly tell us the full story on what was taking place during this era of Jurassic. Thanks to Jurassic World Dominion's viral marketing, as well as other external websites from the Jurassic World Trilogy, we now know the sheer significance of Jurassic Park 3 and why it was so important to this franchise. We find out about the amalgamations of Jurassic Park 3 and what entirely their story was. Ceratosaurus, Velociraptor, Ankylosaurus, Corythosaurus, and even Spinosaurus were all subjects of the amalgam testing and were also illegally bred on Isla Sorna. That's why we have that scene in Jurassic Park 3 that clearly states the Spinosaurus wasn't on InGen's list and provokes Alan Grant to wonder what else was made but wasn't put on their list. The Velociraptors that we see in Jurassic Park 3 were slightly different, as they were an interesting intelligent test for species of dinosaurs, whereas the Spinosaurus was just a test of capabilities. The creation of the Spinosaurus was called Project Regenesis, and this was done in complete secret to the rest of the world, and especially InGen. At the helm of this was Dr. Henry Wu, but only recently we have learned that there was also some undercover biosyn workers that were there during this time and helped the creation of the Spinosaurus. The Spinosaurus underwent some horrific events to life right from its very first breath. The Spinosaurus in Jurassic Park 3 is also portrayed as a large, carnivorous dinosaur with several distinct characteristics. It has a long and narrow snout filled with sharp teeth, a large sail-like structure on its back, and powerful arms with sharp claws. This dinosaur is the largest carnivorous theropod in the entire franchise. However, it had to wait a few good years before it got that record, as it was only discovered that it's the largest one thanks to Camp Cretaceous. It is also portrayed as being particularly aggressive and intelligent, able to outsmart and overpower other dinosaurs within its habitat. Within the film of Jurassic Park 3, the Spinosaurus serves as a formidable opponent for the protagonists, posing a significant threat to their survival. Have you ever noticed how the Spinosaurus held a grudge on human characters from Jurassic Park 3? A little bit weird. Well, this is because of its emotions and intelligence. This creature, due to being abused practically all of its early life, was a creature that had anger filled within it and was ready to take on absolutely anything. Not only that, but this dinosaur should not even be alive either. It's a pure amalgamation with a complete messy genome data that doesn't quite make all that much sense, which would explain its design, abnormal size, and consistent anger towards every and anything on Isla Sorna. But why was this? Again, we look back and find the answer in amalgamations. If you're unsure on what an amalgamation is, well, the term amalgamation refers to the process of combining two or more things to form in a single entity with mixed characteristics. In general, an amalgamation involves bringing together different elements to create something new and unique. However, this is not the same term as a hybrid. Essentially, it's a mixing of genetics and manipulating them in a way that they want, but this does not involve a main mixing of dinosaur DNA. That would be hybridization. But we can start to see the similarities between amalgamations and hybridizations. Pairing 2 and 2 together, we can now start to explain why Jurassic Park 3 was so important to setting up the stories of Jurassic World. With Dr. Wu being able to start out and testing the amalgamated dinosaurs back in the late 1990s, this gave him confidence to go ahead and create the very first hybrid he would ever make. No, it wasn't a dinosaur, but instead it was a plant. That's right, a hybrid plant. Its name was Caracosis rutansis, and whilst it may have been originally made in 1997 according to canon, it still would have had an impact on Dr. Wu enough to continue to the amalgamation stage for dinosaurs, and then later the hybridization stage of dinosaurs. Thanks to the miracle of his science, he was able to create the first, well, let's say successful dinosaur, the Indominus Rex, in 2009. It took a long time, but he was always testing out the idea, and in April of 2009, he became successful for the first ever time. Now, the dinosaur of the Indominus Rex wasn't exactly perfect though. The Indominus Rex was a genetically modified dinosaur created by Dr. Wu and his team, using the DNA of various species including Tyrannosaurus Rex, Velociraptor Carnotaurus, and scorpionfish. However, it is also speculated that the Spinosaurus and Monolophosaurus DNA was also used within its creation. It was a large and powerful predator with a unique scorpion-like tail that it would use as a weapon that contained poisonous quills. The Indominus Rex is depicted as having exceptional intelligence and problem-solving abilities, making it a particularly formidable creature for the show's main characters. This creature would have completely destroyed the ecosystem of Isla Nublar if it wasn't for the campers luring both of them into the original Jurassic Park Visitor Center, where they met their demise as the building collapsed on them and crushed them back in 2016, ending their timeline for this hybrid forever. Ultimately, this creation would have been the stepping stone to finally perfecting the next hybrid in 2012, which would be the Indominus Rex. However, yet again, we know how that story ended. But yeah, so the entire story of how we got to this hybrid stage of Jurassic World practically all began back in 1997. Dr. Wu created the first hybrid on his watch, being a fictional plant. Later, this spewed him further to go ahead behind InGen's back to attempt to bring back other species of dinosaurs in secret, which also included the Spinosaurus. This era would be known as the amalgam testing. Due to their success, the Spinosaurus was born and was the largest theropod of this franchise. And since it was an amalgamated dinosaur, this is why some people have confusion thinking that it is a hybrid dinosaur, which is not true. This then gave Dr. Wu the mentality that he could one day fuse two main dinosaur genomes together and create an entirely new species. Later on in the late 2000s, Dr. Wu did exactly that, and finally created the first hybrid dinosaur. While it was successful for the fact that it was born, it was a mistake by any other means. This later allowed Dr. Wu to perfect the Indominus Rex and Indoraptor that we got in 2012 and 2017. And this would be all thanks to his research and testing back in Jurassic Park 3's era of this franchise. And there you go. The full explanation for why Jurassic Park 3 is important for the Jurassic World movies. Something some people may not have known about, but something that many people would be intrigued to learn about. This has gone under the radar for quite some time, but the truth is that without Jurassic Park 3 and without the story of the Spinosaurus, we may not have gotten where we are today, and with the Indominus Rex, Indoraptor, and any other hybrids which may arise in the future of this universe. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to leave a like, and don't forget to also subscribe to the channel should you want that extra bit more of Jurassic related content here on YouTube. But that's all for today, and most importantly, make sure you're all staying safe out there, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye. Hello, hi, you. Did you enjoy the video? Just a little reminder to press that like button and also subscribe. I just want to thank my Patreons for this month on screen right here, as giving me that little extra support really does go a long way. But anyways, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day.